Next, we're going to discuss some modern gaps in communication. As with many other things in our society, communication styles and methods vary between generations and between individuals of various socioeconomic status, race, sex, ethnic group, etc. At any given time in society, there are people from multiple different generations and social classes interacting. Due to technological advances that occur each day, some individuals grow up more familiar with the devices and technologies that are available. People from earlier generations or from underdeveloped societies, for example, have not been exposed to more modern technological advances until later in life, generally making them less familiar and potentially less comfortable using various methods of communication. The current trend in society is that people stick with what they are most familiar with. Some individuals' adaptation to modern technological advances may be slower than those who immersed in it from their early life. Some individuals may still have landline phones in their home, and many may not have a cellular phone that they use when they are away from home. Individuals who have always had access to internet and computer technology have been used to it because they've been born using it. They probably do not even have landline phones in their home. Many rely solely on their cellular phone. Cellular phones are also now equipped with applications that allow face-to-face communication, such as FaceTime and Skype. In addition to generational gaps, there are also communication gaps due to socioeconomic status, personal preference, and availability to access technology. One must have access to the technology available and the ability to acquire it, or that individual will not be able to benefit from it. An example of this may be people in underdeveloped societies that do not have knowledge of or access to the technologies that could be available to them. Also, there are people of all generations and levels of financial resources that simply prefer not to utilize cell phones or modern technologies. If everyone had equal access to technology and that were enjoyed by today's society, they would likely use it all. The bottom line is that we are comfortable with what we have always known. Humans are creatures of habit, and this is clearly seen through our methods of communication. It will be important for our business to be aware of varying technology abilities of our customers and employees. This will allow us to create an environment in our business where everyone feels welcomed and understood. Deviant behavior can be defined as an act that is different from what is considered normal or morally correct. Deviance generally has a negative connotation because we often think that things that are different or out of our scope of understanding are bad or unacceptable. Specifically, deviance in the physical world is defined as deviance that takes place in our society, that is, it's in the physical world. Deviance in the digital world is a deviant act that occurs via the internet. Workplace deviance can occur in many different forms. The digital world gives employees another avenue to act out in a deviant way. Harassment is one example of deviant behavior that can occur at work. Previously, harassment would typically occur in person. Due to the impacts of the digital world, harassment can occur through various forms of electronic communication. Examples would be inappropriate text messages, picture message, or emails sent from a coworker or peer. All of these methods of harassment can occur through the digital world that we now live in. Gossip, much like harassment, was often associated with water cooler talk that happened in person. In the digital world we live in, gossip within digital deviance often occurs. For example, we have an inter-office communication method of using Skype. Skype allows for private messages to be sent between associates directly on the computer. Since these messages can be quickly deleted and are not sent through email, associates may think that this cannot be easily traced. However, this is not the case. If gossip occurs through Skype, it can easily be tracked through a company's IT department. While this type of gossip cannot be seen as easily as water cooler talk, it is another example of digital deviance within our workplace. Unproductive behavior are actions that disrupt or limit productivity within the workplace. Workers who waste time by standing around the water cooler, taking the scenic route when making sales calls, or stretching out the time it takes to complete a task hinder productivity, which costs the company money. In the digital world, unproductive behavior can occur when an employee is spending time on social media sites instead of doing work, streaming videos on YouTube, or perhaps watching a live sporting event through an online application. In all of these examples, the associates are committing a deviant act within the workplace by leveraging our digital world. Thankfully, there are ways where we can manage deviance. Whether it is considered digital or physical, it is important to effectively manage deviance in the workplace. Open communication, employee selection, and training are three methods that can be used to do so. Employees can strive to create an environment where employees are able to express their concerns, anger, or frustrations to a trusted supervisor. This can be done through various means, such as employee attitude surveys or anonymous comment boxes. Open communication allows associates to express their concerns to their leaders instead of their peers through gossip or water cooler talk. Another method is employee selection. Hiring employees that have self-control is important because these individuals will be more likely to self-regulate their negative emotional reactions in less than ideal situations. Lastly, training. Taking teams through deviance trainings is another method of managing deviant behaviors. By properly defining what are acceptable and unacceptable uses of digital technology in the workplace, a business can prevent deviant behavior from occurring in the first place. Creating an environment with an established culture and rules will help its team members work together in a positive way. But we cannot prevent all deviant behavior from occurring. Educating our teams on what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior is the first step in addressing digital deviance in the workplace. In conclusion, it is important for us to be aware of how technology impacts both our society and our workplace. By improving our experience in our organization, we will improve the overall experience for our customers, which will improve the overall experience for our employees because we're going to have satisfied customers. And then it'll lead to an improved result for our company as a whole. Thank you for the opportunity once again to share with you my learnings and my thoughts and input on technology and how it will impact us in the workplace, as well as its overarching impact on society. I appreciate this opportunity and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.